should now. Always right, do what I could now.
Hey, yo, fresh out the fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
I want you to win. This.
I ain't seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my way. I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or prize. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence.
Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Trump cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Now I'm afraid of the dark. There ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chump, at least I know I'm up. Boy, thump, like my name is Jumper up a pump. Boy, I bump in that Billy Strong, he ain't know he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no.
Another step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That's caught, Devon Achane. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Putting a receiver in motion. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Slot man motioned over. Allen fires out wide, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10, here's Allen. Buying some time right. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. Trying to run it in, Achane. Broke through the tackle. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And this run doesn't have the juice of that last one. He's stopped at the line. No pickup on that run, and it leaves them 4 yards out on 3rd and goal.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Forced out to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish up an excellent opening series. Josh Allen, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Butker on now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. It's Pacheco again. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
The Dolphins with an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming. Now it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Running right is Pacheco. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Working quickly here. A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 18 on 2nd down. This one's caught. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Tucker now on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And they'll have half the work done for them already. He's out of bounds right at the midfield stripe.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Has a man, it's Achane. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Connection made to Coleman. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Second down carry for Achane. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Allen setting up to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He's running for it. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Achane running to the right. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Running back sent in motion. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Butker on now to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Back to Pacheco here on 2nd. A lot of grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
A 2nd down throw for Mahomes. Finds his man. It's Worthy. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now a give left side to Pacheco. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Javon Holland there to make the stop.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Right back to Pacheco. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Chiefs at a deficit. All right, set now, 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. A give right side, here's Pacheco. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Pressure coming from Mahomes. On target to Worthy. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline. That one gains 7. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Man in motion here. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Looking right, and he finds him. And this one does not go far. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he'll go down shy the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Less than a yard needed here on 4th. They've got a man in motion. They'll run it with Pacheco. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Chiefs take the lead just before halftime. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that, that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got 1st down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final time out here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Allen. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He'll throw it. Catch is made down the right sideline.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. This is Pacheco. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. Offense in the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, Mahomes to throw. He has the first over the middle. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kyle Pitts with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Achane. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swooning. Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now Allen. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down throw for Allen. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. 1st and 10 from the 41. To the air again, Allen. Able to find Achane. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Again, Allen to the air. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Allen on 3rd down. Throw left side, complete. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. Allen on the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that. Get out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
Play action now with Allen. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd and goal for Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Hey, you'll often hear me talk about setting an edge, Well, think of it this way as well, especially with a bootleg. You want to be like the jaws of a defense. You want to just keep them inside. Get those jaws a-closing, and there's no escape valve for the QB then. Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he's all the way up across the 40 before heading out of bounds.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Running left with Pacheco. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here's 2nd and 2. Taking a deep shot here. Big gain downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs lead by 14. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Complete over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 1. Brought in right side. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys they can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
He's going to push one deep down the right. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Allen gonna throw again. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was gonna be picked there.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Running left, here's A-Chain. He gets the first and more to the 35. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. This was a clear passing down, Brock, and the run surprised all of us, and there it goes for a touchdown.
That's well said. Rewarded for going against the grain. Common sense analytics tell you throw it. But the surprise paid dividends.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Dolphins get it back to within one score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They run with Pacheco. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Stopped by Chop Robinson. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. It's Pacheco again. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing is Mahomes. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Easy. 15. Come back. Hey, Sunday. Yellow.
They'll go. It's Mahomes. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Chan, a 1st down carry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. On the move, headed right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball, it's all about the ball. Well, discretion, a better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
This is going to be close, and it's no good! He hooked it too far left. And the deficit remains unchanged here in the 4th.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Running is Pacheco, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Hey, 43, 15.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 3 yards puts them back on the right track. Now they've got 3rd and 9.
Attack!
Back to throw Mahomes. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Hey, 15.
Mahomes to throw for it. Quick slant into the hands of Pitts. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. They'll start the drive with Chan. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Allen. He's on the move. He can run it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Allen setting up to throw. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Chiefs will take it back to their own 30 before they're stopped. And that is where they're going to take over after the interception. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
2nd and 3 now. Now a handoff for Pacheco. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs up by 8. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Right back to Pacheco. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
A humble 5- to 6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Back to Pacheco here on 2nd. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Running it after the penalty. And they wrap him up after a short push to the 42. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Here he is to throw. That's incomplete left side.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. He'll look to throw it. Throw caught by his running back. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on fourth down and pick up the first.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for second down. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Third and a lone yard coming up. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. Oh, he lost the football! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Third down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball.
So we have a pause here. Inside 2 minutes, all reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. Offense set for a 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Now a give left side to Pacheco. And he will score! And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win! So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs lead by 15 now. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Tucker now on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's complete inside the 35. And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires. The Dolphins can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. A chance here to add on one more in the face of defeat. And it's up and good, and they'll get one last tally in the final act of this ball game. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And their run through the playoffs has reached the penultimate stop on the tracks. The conference championship game next week. And they're going to need the same type of effort from this game, Brock, to carry forward to reach the end of the line and earn that Super Bowl appearance. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.
shook my, now I'm finna give y'all another hit.
And I just put my drink down.
Milan, darling, Milan.
To the say poodle, y'all think run this. Miss she her black, designer say Gucci Prada.